All right, so let's take a look at this problem. Um, Here we saw it in Algebra 1, function and function notation. And so an algebra student learning function notation for the first time can be a bit of a challenge. Uh, but hopefully, I do not know what I just did. Um, Hopefully you've seen this before. We want to understand what this function w is doing to the input. So I often say this function w, it's adding two numbers together. That's what that addition is. It's adding two numbers together. And the second number is always 2. This function is very consistent. Well, what we do is we give function an input. And right here is where we give the function its input. Okay, and typically that's a number, but sometimes it can be an expression. And for this problem, what this number always does to the input is it creates an addition problem to where that input for the first number, for the first term, is raised to the third power. So no matter what we give it, this function w takes that number, raises it to the third power, and then adds 2. What we're going to do with this function is give it the number 3. It's going to take this number 3 and it's going to raise it to the third power. And then it's going to add the number 2. So we have to think, well, what does an exponent of 3 mean? It means that we have repeated multiplication, 3 times 3 times 3, and that's 27. So you can use a calculator to figure that out. And 27 plus 2 is equal to 29. So there we have it, that if you evaluate this function at 3, the input is 3 and the output of this function is 29. So I hope that helps, and I will talk to you later.